Good day, my happy friends. I am Drew Eric Miller, and thanks for choosing my podcast. With so much content in the world today, it's my honor to bring you just a little more happiness with each listen. I used to wonder, can I be happier? Can I live a rich, abundant life? Can I dream big and manifest my dreams? The short answer is yes, I can. After much dedicated research, I have discovered beneficial action steps, tools, and life hacks while thriving on my journey to deep and meaningful happiness. In this podcast, I am sharing my research so you too can thrive on your journey to happiness. So get comfortable with a notepad or journal, and together we will manifest happiness. Welcome back, happy listeners. Welcome back to the podcast. Today's question is, can I vision a happier life? Yes, we can. This is a common experience that a lot of people just aren't taking that time out to do. Visioning the life that you want, visioning the life of your future, visioning your happiness. And so today we're going to talk about that. When we're having a default life, we're just bumping along and we don't have any plans, we don't have any vision, we don't have any goals, there's nothing that we're working towards or anticipating to happen, then we're just existing. We're just existing our life. And what we know is the most successful people in the world all have a vision for their life. And so what that means is they've taken the time out to schedule and plan and understand what it is that they're looking for in their life. And so they have visioned their life. And what happens when you vision your life is that you actually get the life that you visioned. So I'll say that again. When you vision your life, you actually get the life that you vision. Whereas if you're not visioning your life, which is what most people are doing, they're not doing any visioning at all or any goal setting or any creative direction for their life, then you're just living along the life and you're going to feel unsatisfied. You're going to feel disappointed. You're going to feel not as happy as you can be, because true happiness comes from the vision that you create for your life. So I'll say that again. True happiness comes from the vision that you create for your life. And until you start creating and visioning that future for yourself, you're always going to be just existing and just experiencing what comes at you in life. And that's not where true happiness is. So true happiness is meaningful, a life of your dreams, setting goals and having a vision and an idea of what it is that you want, and then striving and taking action steps to reach that vision for yourself. So my last time that I visioned for my life was some years ago, and so I sat down and I thought about, what's going to make me happy? What do I want and desire out of my life so that I can feel the best and experience the best life that I can have? And so I wrote down some things and some goals, some ideas that I wanted to accomplish. And they are: having a home was one of them, savings, increased savings, love, having a loving partner or a partner in my life, living my best life, and having adventure and vacations. And so those are the things that I wrote down, along with some other stuff. Then I attended a vision board workshop with Janet Weissman, who teaches A Course in Miracles. It was a great workshop. I very much enjoyed it. And everybody got a chance to create a vision board for themselves. And so we had magazines that cut out little papers and, slogans and all that. And I created my vision from what I wrote down from my ideas. And so on my vision board was savings and a home and a partner and living my best life and adventure. I had pictures of vacation photos of places where I wanted to go. So that was all on my vision board. And then I hung my vision board up in my on my bathroom mirror so I could look at it every day. And then I set forth into having that vision. And I specifically worked on increasing my savings. And that led to greater work and a larger savings account and more income. And from there, I was ready to buy a home. And so I started looking. I'm a real estate appraiser also in one of my other careers. So I started, researching homes in the area that I wanted to live in and how many bedrooms did I want. And I first started with condos, thinking small, and then I moved up and graduated into a house. I was thinking, maybe a 2-1 kind of house. That's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Those are a little less expensive. But then as my savings grew, so did my goal or my vision of where I wanted to live. And so as I increased the amount of savings that I had, I increased the size and the square footage and the bedroom and bathroom count. So until eventually I found the neighborhood that I wanted. I found the house that I wanted, the size of the house that I wanted, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, which is a lot bigger vision than my original vision of a 2-1 or a condo or something. And now I'm even putting in a pool. I've increased my savings so much that I just signed an agreement to put in a pool. Along with the purchase of the house that I did find, shortly after I purchased the house, a longtime friend of mine, we decided to date after that. And so here I am, just this far into my vision, just purchased the house, my increased savings, and now I've got the love of my life, which was also on my vision board. And then we start taking vacations and adventures. And so everything on my vision, everything I visioned and everything on my vision board came true. Everything. And that's all because that I took the time out to vision a life that I wanted. No longer did I allow whatever is going to happen. I focused, I wrote a list, I created my vision, I knew what it is that I wanted, I knew what I had to do to get it. I set out to all the action steps I could think of so I could attract that vision to me, because that's how this life works. That's how the universe works. That's how we are supposed to live our life every single day, is by understanding the principle that what I desire, I receive back to me. That's that mirror reflection. So this world and this universe, the law is, as I speak it out and speak out my vision, that is directly what comes back to me. That's how our life works. That's how everything is set up for us. And the more confident that we feel, believe, and know about our vision, the more confident we are to receive that vision back to us. So that's exactly all your steps that you have to do in order to have the vision that you want in your life and to then attract that vision. It just takes a little bit of work. It's not even hard, and it's fun work. Who doesn't like to daydream about what they want, having the relationship and building the savings account, owning a home, and getting a pool. I mean, these are all great, exciting adventures that we can have in our life. And all we have to do is just take a few minutes to just put it all down on paper or a vision board or however you're going to record it, and post-it notes all over the place, on the refrigerator, wherever, in your car, wherever you're going to live, breathe, eat, and experience this vision. That's where you want to put it. So I have come up with 4 easy steps for you to vision a happier life for yourself. And they are, the first step is write a list of all the things that you would like, that you know make you happy, that you know would increase your happiness, your greater happiness. So write a list, just everything you could think of. If I had this, I know I'd have a happier life. If I had this, I know I'd have a happier life. So for me, it was a home and savings and love and a partner and adventure and living my best life. Those are the things that I wrote down. So that's step 1. So step 2 is organize it. Organize it according to the most thrilling at the top to it would be nice at the bottom. So that's most thrilling and it would be nice. So for me, the most thrilling was having a home and having adventure and having love and having savings and having my best life. Those were all the things that were on the top of my list. And that is step 2, is organize your list. What's most thrilling and what would be nice. And down at the bottom would be nice. Would be nice if you got to that. So that's all. So step number 3 is observe if there's any patterns in what it is that you're desiring. And so what that means is, so let's go back to my list. And my list was having a home and having a partner and, having money and savings and having adventure. Well, a home, adventure, both of those and a home and savings all kind of relate to each other. And so what I realized, if I increased my savings, which was the first one, I would have the money to buy a home. And if I increased my savings, I would have the money to buy a home, and I would have enough bedrooms that I could have a partner move in with me, which did happen. So I also wanted adventure. So that means if I have an increased savings account, I could buy a home, I could have space for a partner, and I could take the vacations that I want, which is my adventure. And best life was last. And so I realized the interconnectedness between all my goals is the savings. If I focused on increasing the savings, then everything else would fall in line. So that's order. That's creating order. So look at your list and create order out of your list, out of what's the most exciting and thrilling that you decided for you. So that's step 3. Step 4, prioritize the stuff on your list that is at the top. So step 4 is prioritizing, for me, was my savings. That was my step 4. So for you, you need to prioritize whatever it is that out of the pattern that you discovered that is going to ensure that you have the happiest life. So those are your 4 steps. Number 1 is write down as many things as you can of whatever is going to make you happy in your future. And then number 2, prioritize them, and most thrilling to it would be nice. Number 3 is see if there's any interconnectedness between the different desires or goals or whatever it is that you wrote down that's going to make you happy. And for me, that was having a savings, because several of them would tick the boxes if I had increased money and savings and work. And then the last one is prioritize your list. So coming up with action steps that are going to ensure that the number one pattern happiness goal that you set for yourself, that you could achieve. And so for me, I had to focus on my job and my career. I had to listen to my higher self to get insight on how to get more work so that I could increase my savings, so I could buy the home, so I could have space for my partner, and I could take adventures and vacations, which I have done and I have lots of pictures of. So that's it. Those are my 4 easy steps on how you can be happier, how you can vision a happier life for yourself. So yes, you can. And thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to the podcast. And I will speak to you next week, and enjoy your happy week and your happy life. Remember those 4 steps.